Hey girl, Dr. B Fox here, and I help accomplished women to elevate their inner being and optimize their energy so that they can truly align their inner game with the outer world they have worked so hard to create. And they can do this living life undefined by the things that have been holding them back and weighing them down. And today we're going to talk about investing in yourself. Invest in you, girl. And here's what we're going to do. Is we are gonna break it down and we're gonna talk about the physical components, we're gonna talk about the internal mental components, and we're gonna talk about faking it till you make it, okay? So one thing is a lot of people think like, oh, to invest in myself, I would need to spend money, and maybe we're on a budget, maybe I'd rather spend the money on my kids, maybe I just lost my job and I don't have time or money to do those things, okay? So what I wanna give you guys is, if nothing else, if money is an issue and you don't have a little bit of money here and there to spend, totally okay, totally okay. And if you don't know where to start, what I want you to do is I want you to go to the website, drbfoxco.com, and I want you to go to the free downloadable, my F-bombs. Those 5 F-bombs are gonna help you start to invest in yourself. It's to optimize your mind and body, okay? And they're the 5 things that I've spent the last decade creating so that you don't have to spend any money and it doesn't take a lot of time each and every day, okay? But it's something that you can do to start turning the dial in the right direction to really invest in yourself and really invest in a healthy, optimal mind and body, okay? So start there. Now, let's talk, what if money isn't an issue? Okay, you get your nails done, you get your hair done, maybe you get your eyelashes on, whatever that is, that's totally good, okay? What I want you to start to do is I want you to think about the why you do those things. Okay, why do you get your eyelashes done? Is it for somebody else, or is it because it makes you feel good? Okay, why do you buy the hair care product or the skin cream that you do? Is it because it makes you feel good? Girl, buy the things, right? What I want you to know is that whatever it is for you, and it can be physical, maybe it's a new blouse, maybe it's a certain undergarment, whatever that is, if it builds you up and starts to give you confidence when you look in the mirror and confidence when you show up, rock it. Like I am not hating on that, right? I will spend a little extra money on the hair care, the hair person, and the face cream, and jeans that make my butt look good, right? Like all the things that when I show up, I can show up confident, okay? And if I need to use some external things to do that, then girl, I'm gonna do it. Here's where we then get deeper. I don't want you to stop there, okay? If you're struggling internally, you got all those things, right? You got all those things. You got the hair, you got the eyelashes, the nails are done, the booty looks good in the jeans, you're driving that fancy car, whatever those desires are for you, whatever those tangible things are, totally fine. Totally fine. But if you're still unhappy and miserable inside, if you don't feel like you're fulfilled, you give and give and give and give to others, and you never give to yourself, then I want you to start to look deeper. You have all those other things, okay? And sometimes that isn't enough. Sometimes we just really need to look deeper, and we need to get internal and start to do the internal work, okay? That inner being energy. Okay? F-bombs, those 5 F-bombs are gonna start plugging you into that direction. The other thing I want you to start doing is I want you to start carving out some intentional time for yourself every single day. And girl, that might only be 10 minutes. That might be the hubs walks through the door, you've been, doing all the things all day, you've got home from work, maybe you stay at home with the kids, whatever that is, hubs walks through the door, you take the dog for a walk. Or you just say, hey, I'm gonna take the long way home today. I'm not gonna drive from A to B, I'm gonna zigzag around and take the long way, the less stressful way. I'm not getting on the highway today, I'm just taking the back road route, okay? Maybe that's before bed. You give yourself 10 minutes of just quiet time. Maybe that's waking up 15 minutes before the rest of the house. Whatever that looks like for you, because it's gonna be different for each of you, and it's gonna be different in different seasons. Okay, so want you to carve out at least 10 minutes a day. More is wonderful, okay, but not necessarily necessary yet. And I want you to spend that time being very intentional. Be still, be quiet, allow that white space. Sometimes it's ugly. I remember back in right out of college, I guess, spending 10 minutes alone in my own head was like nuts, no. And as I've plugged in, you know, maybe I went for a walk instead of just sitting there and being still. Maybe I rode the bicycle. Maybe I did something else, okay? And almost like distracted myself by movement, but I was still being still. I didn't have a lot of distraction. I started turning the radio off in the car. Granted, I only drive 4 miles to work, but still that 8, 9, 10 minutes is super peaceful and very intentional for me to and from work. So it kind of bookends my day, which is really nice. So whatever that looks like for you in this season, I want you to go ahead and block 10 minutes every single day for you and only you, no distractions, and do what it is that fits your schedule, okay? But that 10 minutes, maybe you're reading, maybe you're doing a devotional, maybe you're journaling, maybe you're going for a walk. Use that 10 minutes for you and only you, and I want you to keep that appointment, girl, like it is the hair appointment that you schedule, right? Like no one misses their hair appointment, especially if you got someone good. Like my gal is booked out for a whole year. So you better believe I make that schedule and I schedule around my appointments with her, right? And I want you to start doing that for yourself because there's no one more important in this world, in your world, than yourself. Because if you're not fulfilled, if you don't have joy, it's super hard to pour into others. Okay, think of a pitcher of water as empty. Can't pour anything into others, right? If my pitcher is filled, all I gotta do is this, and I can pour into others. Okay, so that 10 minutes a day is to help fill your cup, fill your pitcher up so you can help pour into your kids, to your spouse, to your coworkers, whatever that is. Okay, so I want you, girl, whether it costs money or not, whether you're already doing it or not, whether it's superficial or deep, okay, I want you to start to carve out intentional time for yourself every single day and stick to it. All right? Much love, girl. Be undefined.